I need to share with you a story, a conversation from a client, one of my most tenured clients, that regards a topic that I don't hear a lot about, but needs to be covered. It's my hope that what I share with you is a blessing to you the way it was a help to her. Mid 30s, like I said, one of my most tenured clients, she said to me, Doc, when we started working together months ago, you really have always been very honest with me. She said, on my journey, and I really feel like I'm at a place where I'm ready to get out there. I've been working on the 5 areas we always talk about. She said, what do you think about dating apps? I said, run as fast as you can. Do not use dating apps. She was like, wow, really? I said, yeah. I said, let me give you 4 reasons. Number 1, the quantity is high, but the quality is low. Anytime you can go to a buffet and eat all you can eat for less than $20, the quality of the food is not going to be that good. It's impossible, because that business would not be able to stay in business if they allowed quality food to be eaten all you can for less than 20 bucks. Right? So yeah, dating apps have a lot of people on them, but is the quality that great? Probably not. Number 2, most people aren't the same offline. One of the things I've discovered is that it's nothing for people to utilize the beauty of filters on apps and camera phones to make themselves look all kinds of ways. And then when you see them in the mall, they look like Godzilla. This is a very real thing. And it's just not about looks. People's personalities aren't the same offline. People's communication ability is not the same offline. People's emotional stability is not the same offline. Unfortunately, people can present all types of things online and all types of images and impressions online. But unless you're healthy and whole, it's rare when you're one of us, meaning you're better offline than you are in person. She said, I totally understand that. That aligns with our work. I said, great. I said, let's switch it up a little bit. I said, number 3, social media or dating apps are a cesspool of unhealed and unhealthy people. She said, wow. She said, that's strong, Doc. I said, did you expect anything different? I said, it is a cesspool of people that are not whole and that are not healed. She said, what do you mean? I said, do you know what a cesspool is? She said, I've heard the term. I think it's like a place where there's a whole bunch of bad things. I said, let's be specific. A cesspool is, just imagine a container that's underground. And anytime you flush the toilet, there is a place where all of the unprocessed liquid waste and all of the processed sewage goes to. So whatever is not properly processed in the toilet goes into a cesspool, unprocessed liquid or piss and unprocessed waste. She said, yikes. I said, yeah. Which means when you're on these dating apps, what I've discovered is that you have a whole lot of people who have not done any work. None whatsoever. They are on apps to find love. They're on apps to find companionship. Some people are just on apps to see who they can smash. A lot of people do not have the mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial capacity to be suitable mates. And I said, I know this to be true because there are actually dating coaches that you can pay who will write your dating app bios. She said, I had no idea. I said, that's what I've been told. And I didn't believe it at first. So I did a little bit of research, and lo and behold, there are people you can pay that can write your bio. And that, my friends, is tragic. I said, so yeah, it's just this big old cesspool of unhealed and unhealthy people. And I said, many of them are probably very well intended, but they're not quite there. She said, Doc, that's not fair. She said, because then I know people who have met, their husbands and wives on dating apps, that met them and now they've been married forever. I said, you're absolutely right. I talked to somebody recently who met her husband on a dating app. They've been married for 12 years. They're doing great. I said, that leads me to point number 4. Dating apps are filled with people looking to hit the lottery instead of going to work. She started laughing, said the magical word, wow. I said, yeah, I need to put that on a t-shirt. I said, it's filled with people looking to hit the lottery. Now, can you hit the lottery? It's possible. I got a friend who hit it 3 times. You can absolutely hit the lottery, just like you can find someone that might be suitable and it might work. But the reality of the matter is the odds of that are low. You are better off going to work, earning a check, earning a living, and doing it the thorough way than hoping to run across a perfect match by rolling the dice on a site filled with people who are probably not healthy and whole. She said that makes perfect sense. Let me give you two alternatives to consider. Because she said, then what do? I said, well, you need to, number one, think about the work that we've all, already put in working on those 5 areas. I said, well, let's take it deeper. There are two things I want you to remember. Don't underestimate, number one, the power of synchronicity. She said, what's that? I said, synchronicity is when there is alignment in your life, mind, body, and spirit. When your mind, way of thinking, your body, your overall physical, emotional health, and your spirit are in alignment, magical things happen for you. I said, this is why it's so important to work on yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. I know it sounds like a broken record, but when you do those things and you just live your life, you end up attracting all types of things into your life just because you have mental, body, and spiritual alignment. When those things are in alignment, they're heading in the same direction, they're on the same page, you can expect great things to come to you, including meeting people. I said, the second thing you want to remember is the power of faith. You've got to believe that the work you've done on yourself is capable and more than capable of producing some great things in your life. She said, well, Doc, well, that's true. She said, but faith without works is dead. I said, you're absolutely right. I said, but works without faith creates desperation. There are a whole lot of people out here trying to figure it out by going to dating apps, by trying to get hooked up at clubs and bars and all of these places and going out and trying to do it themselves and end up in very desperate spaces instead of allowing the work that they've done on the inside of them to radiate on the outside of them and produce results. I said, now, let me just give you this caveat. If you're not healthy, if you're not whole, if you're not striving to be healthy, if you're not striving to be whole, this won't even make sense. It's going to go on one ear and right out the other. You're going to think that those qualities don't even matter. This content, this conversation, not for you. But if the goal is to be healthy and whole, you understand that when there is alignment in mind, body, and spirit, you are working on yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and you are, yes, operating in faith, and you're allowing faith to be greater than the works, then you recognize that anything that's designed for you, including a mate, is not going to miss you. I hope this made sense. If it did, I want you to type church in the comments with 3 R's and a do not enter sign. And then remember, you've got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you.